One Mobile neighborhood is still on high alert after police say a man sexually assaulted a girl walking home from school Monday. Police say the victim was taking a shortcut home when she was assaulted. We found out today that shortcut has been a big concern for people for a long time. Meantime, if you are able to identify the man in that composite picture, call Mobile Police. Now, police arrested this man last night after they say he exposed himself in a parking lot. It happened around 9:30 at the Publix on Airport Boulevard. Joseph Reed is charged with public lewdness and failure to obey. It's not his first run-in with the law. In the past, Reed has pleaded guilty to several charges, including indecent exposure and DUI. 9 Mobile County Public School students could be facing charges after a fight at the Mobile County Training Center. Police say the Plateau community lost power yesterday, so teachers at the school took the students outside. That's when police say 9 students, both boys and girls, got into a fight. The students were arrested and taken to the Strickland Youth Center. The Mobile County Public Schools system says at least 7 other students who may have been involved in the fight were sent home and could face charges. Robert Bentley has left open the possibility of calling a special session later this year for teacher pay raises.
But a local director with the teachers union, the Alabama Education Association, has his doubts that will happen. Fox 10 News reporter Steve Alexander caught up with the governor during a trip he made to the city today, and he joins us now live in the newsroom. Steve?
What we have planned.
We got the 5K run on Sunday, too.
Right. There's plenty to do, so you can eat and then work it off.
Sounds like a plan to me, guys.
The 27th annual Baldwin County Strawberry Festival starts tomorrow, and organizers are expecting record crowds. Today, 170 vendors began setting up shop for what looks like a beautiful weekend.
Fox 10 News reporter Hal Sherrick has been at the festival grounds today to get a preview. He joins us now live. Hey, Hal.
Almost 2 weeks after the end of the open enrollment period to sign up for health insurance through the Federal Exchange, Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius is stepping down.
Fox News correspondent Michelle Macaluso has the story from Washington. If confirmed, one of Burrell's biggest challenges will be working with states that are opposed to the health care law's expansion of Medicaid. It's finally beginning to feel like spring in the nation's capital. The famous cherry blossoms are in full bloom. The cherry trees reached peak bloom yesterday. Experts call it peak bloom when at least 70% of the trees along the tidal basin are showing off their pink and white petals. You know, brutal winter storms have caused the flowers to pop up later than usual, but they're still here in time for the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade this weekend. The event attracts more than 1 million people from across the country and abroad. This year marks the 102nd year anniversary of Japan giving the U.S. these trees as a symbol of friendship. Authorities are searching for the cause of a fiery crash in California.
10 people are dead, many of them high school students. The charter bus in which they were riding collided with a tractor trailer. Polo Sandoval has the latest on the investigation.
The man connected to a fatal car crash out of Florida daycare appeared in court today. 28-year-old Robert Coshado turned himself in yesterday after an extensive manhunt. He's accused of rear-ending another driver Wednesday near Orlando. That other driver then crashed into the daycare center. The impact killed a 4-year-old girl and severely injured several other children. Police records show Coshado has been arrested 8 times since 2012, and he was once charged with fleeing the scene of a past crash. The 27th annual Baldwin County Strawberry Festival is this weekend, and organizers are expecting record crowds.
Yeah, it should be good weather for it. 170 vendors began setting up shop for what looks like a beautiful weekend, as Jason mentioned. Fox 10 News reporter Hal Sherrick has been at the festival grounds today to get a preview.
Reporting live in Loxley, Hal Sherrick. And you know the rest.
Oh, yeah. Don't waste any more time. Dive right into that, Hal. Thanks.
Bye, Hal. Enjoy. Okay, so the fun doesn't stop there, guys. Gumbo fans will pack downtown Mobile tomorrow. The Red Cross Gumbo Cook-Off is tomorrow from 11 until 2 in Bienville Square. Teams will compete for the best gumbo in the land. If you want to go, tickets are $12 in advance and $15 at the gate.
Alabama Governor Robert Bentley says he's getting ready to make another trip to push Alabama to overseas business people.
Fox 10 News reporter Steve Alexander tells us when this trip is scheduled and what the governor will be doing. A baby was hospitalized last night after a crash in Pritchard. It happened just after 6 o'clock near Victory Avenue and Owen Street. That's in the Trinity Gardens community. Pritchard Police Chief Jerry Spezial says a 14-year-old ran a stop sign and hit a vehicle with the 1-year-old girl inside. As officers were arriving, Chief Spezial says the boy took off. The teen was eventually taken into custody. Chief Spezial says the baby suffered head injuries because she was not in a car seat. He says the driver of that vehicle now faces child abuse charges.
This is going to be a loud weekend in downtown Mobile. Monster Jam 2014 rolls tonight and tomorrow at the Civic Center.
Fox News reporter Michael Brannon caught a glimpse of the action this morning. Sounds like a whole lot of fun, and music lovers, there's some fun for you too. The South Sounds Music Festival is back in Mobile for its third year. 3 days of live music kicks off tonight. A stage will be set up in Cathedral Square and in venues like Alabama Music Box, Moe's Original Barbecue, the Blind Mule, and Callahan's Irish Social Club. The lineup includes the Underhill Family Orchestra, Banditos, Eric Erdman, Grayson Caps, and the Lost Cause Minstrel, plus many more. General admission tickets are $25. You can get tickets at southsoundsfest.com. The weather's great, but I have one tiny complaint.
What's that?
Okay.
The pollen. It's there, yes, sneezing in your throat.
Exactly.
Itchy throat, watery eyes. If you're an allergy sufferer, here's what we're tracking, and it's a little increase in the pollen count as we go through the weekend. Right now,
Okay, get this. A business is offering employees thousands of dollars to quit their jobs. Plus, landscapers say pranksters targeted a college campus by planting flowers. We'll explain up next on Fox 10 News. So you might be used to seeing crocodile bags and shoes when you go to the mall, but what about an actual crocodile, huh? Well, take a look at this video. It shows the capture of a 4-foot-long crocodile that was wandering around a shopping center in California. Police say the crocodile was left in its cage near a store with a duct tape around his mouth with a note reading, "Nile Croc, call rescue." Authorities who caught the croc say it was extremely vicious. I believe it. The reptile will now be sent to a fish and wildlife organization. Okay, so a Colorado town has elected a dog as its unofficial mayor. Here he is. Meet Pa Kettle, that's his name, the bloodhound. Now, the city of Divide doesn't have a human mayor, so every couple of years, the local animal shelter holds a special election fundraiser. Each vote costs $1, and every dollar goes to the shelter. Pa Kettle beat out a cat, wolf, hedgehog, a horse, and several other dogs for the title. Tough competition there. His inauguration will be held next weekend. I bet it will be very entertaining.
Okay, some breaking news in Mobile. Police say they have arrested a man in connection to that sexual assault in Tolmanville.
It's a case we've been telling you about all this week. The suspect is 26-year-old Jermaine Young. Fox 10 News reporter Andrew Perez is speaking with investigators right now. We'll have more details for you on our website, fox10tv.com, and tonight on Fox 10 News at 9.
And this is the case you've been talking about.
Yes,
for a while,
at the top of the
today.
top of the 5 and the 4 o'clock block. We've been showing you images, so pretty soon here we should see how close that image is to the actual suspect.
We'll be posting that video for you on our website, fox10tv.com, and on Facebook as well, and on Twitter. And then we'll have a complete story for you tonight on Fox 10 News at 9 o'clock. So we'll see you then.